Well, again, summer's here, and along with it, of course, comes long road trips, plane and train rides, and maybe even some spontaneous adventures. But sitting in one spot for hours can put you at risk for joint and spine injuries as well.
Yeah, North Jersey chiropractor Dr. Blessen Abraham joins us with expert tips on pain management and proper posture. Wait, let me sit up.
I know.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the invite.
All right, let's go ahead and jump in and talk about some of those potential ways we could hurt ourselves if we're stuck in a seat or a certain position for a long time.
So our body's meant to move. Our muscles are meant to move at an active pace. So as we're sitting there for long terms, our muscles are not moving. So we start to get aches and pains. Now, most people start to get aches and pains in their neck and the back. But if you already have neck and back pain already to begin with, that pain starts to go into your shoulders, your hips, your knees. So this can prevent any kind of movement later on in the future because you're having all this pain.
Well, so let's get to some of your tips, because I know if you're at the airport, you often see people with neck pillows, especially trying to, get all comfortable. But you say, oh, you got it there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So what do you say? You say people are using most of those wrong, but what other way is there to use it?
Well, we always see people walking around their neck like so.
Yeah.
The problem is when you're sitting down, you got this big hump in the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Preventing you from having your head back or your neck in a proper position. The real more comfortable way is keep it forward. This way, what happens is you're not head bobbing while you're sleeping and you're having support on the sides.
Oh, that makes total sense. How do we not?
I know.
All these years.
All these years we've been walking around it the wrong way.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Okay.
so I actually like this one. You say it's important to schedule stretch breaks.
Yes.
Why is that?
Again, we're very active people. So what happens is if our muscles are not moving after some time, we're going to get aches and pains. So every half hour to an hour, schedule a break. Walk around. If you're in a cubicle or your desk, walk around. You're on the plane, get up. If you're in the car, there's a little exercise you can do in the car to stretch yourself. But the main thing is move around.
I know, I feel myself
every half
moving.
hour to an hour, so we can tell our boss.
Yeah, we're going to be out here 3 hours.
Right.
So if you
Yes.
can't get up and stretch that often, what can you do?
Well, you can't try to stretch in place. There are certain exercises you can do seated or in a corner of the plane or whatever it is, in the front seat of your car. Neck rolls, like so, shoulders, arm swings.
Okay.
Exercise like that. You can do that with your legs and your feet as well.
I do see people that kind of pace back and forth on the airplane. I see them consciously they're listening.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm usually asleep. So finally, a bonus tip for people when they go hiking. What is it?
Pace yourself. That's the main thing. Keep hydrated and pace yourself. You don't want to overexert yourself, especially if you're beginning hiking. If you can't keep with everyone, they understand you're new. Take time, take a break, rest every few minutes, every 10, 20 minutes or so. Good shoes, plenty of water.
Yeah, be gentle on yourself, right?
Yes.
Dr. Abraham, nice to have you with us. I can't wait to take another plane ride and turn my neck pillow the right way. Good to see you today.
Enjoy, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right.